the beginning of the day. I didn't really believe in it. I thought it was going to be a 3-2. But it was just a feeling. Maybe it was the water. Maybe it was the vibes. But after that Raptor performance, I don't know. Even Vikla, I think, already popped off in that one.
He was playing Azir.
Callan was clean. He was playing Azir. Yes, that does matter. I also think that we had a combination of Shiu on the Jace, who obviously had an incredible laning phase, but there's a reason why we don't see Jace pick that much. And then Showmaker having an extremely forgettable game, also aiming, I think, still continuing to struggle to have an impact. And also, we kind of hated DMF. We knew.
Yeah.
And it didn't end up working out.
We had an inkling.
But that we did.
And it turned into a greater feeling as the game came along. Kaisa was banned from game number 2. Or game number 3, rather. So they're continuing with this ban against Diablo, knowing that they love to engage comps, and Kaisa is very good with those.
So going to continue the bans here for BNK. I don't see any reason for them to really swap it up. What is going to be the setup here for DK? They also, as highlighted again, picked red side, which is going to mean that they're going to try and get as many counter picks as they can get. The trading OPs, I'm like kind of wondering what would still be open. You want to get above all Gwen, but it's going to get banned away, as has been the case. So that shouldn't be too much of a shock here. Like, what else is still open?
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy would be a good ban as well. Although I think Poppy Blind is also asking to be in trouble.
There's certain combos as well, like we saw Kalista Renata in the last series out. We also still have Ahri Vi available, Galio Vi. Vi is going to be taken away, so that combo's kind of denied.
Also getting deeper into the jungle pool here.
Oh.
We are just blinding Jax. Don't love that. I think Jax is good, but I do think that he's the type of pick that can really struggle. Then again, they didn't win last game. So maybe just ensuring that Claire is sitting on comfort. Gragas is the most obvious counter pick that we still have available. But we'll see what Shiu goes towards. We've seen him pick the Camille a few times as well. And some Camille's like, no, I can win that matchup. We can do it. The Nardo is a matchup that I think outside of, I want to say Keen specifically, has been heavily Gnar favorite. I feel like we had Keen at a period where he won that one. If I remember correctly, Lucid Sejuani doesn't really fill us with too much confidence though, as we do have a few picks still left open. Lucid's Z performance has been, I think, very up and down. Had a couple of amazing games on it, a couple of games where he didn't really have too much of an impact.
Fans are losing their minds. I think they did not want to see it.
I like this a lot more.
Leona, 4 barrel. It's definitely comfort, and it's an engaged support that's still left.
Oh, Silas into Gnar. That does feel good early on here. It's a lot of power. One of the best ults already. Leona ult's good as well. Also kind of hamstrings the drafting from DK from here on out. As there it is. Comes through. Here for... I mean, it could be Vikla. Most likely it's Raptor. Haven't really seen Silas blinded a lot, and I think with good reason.
It's flexible.
It is, yeah. So you pick an AD carry here, and then you don't really give too much away. I can also go for support. Like maybe like a Lulu Secure.
Why is he smiling? Smolder?
Renata? Oh, Kellen?
Tristana?
But
Nautilus?
Oh, okay. Well, that's not very exciting, is it? Yeah, there were a lot of options there. That Tristana is even crazier because it doesn't give anything away.
Yeah.
Because it could be still
flexed again
in many a different direction.
Yeah.
So I don't think jungle counter is really the end of the world. So Lucid should be fine picking something up here. They already have a good amount of CC with Barrow. You can't really go for something like the Skarner when you're playing into the Silas, I don't think. So it is going to be a pick of the Sivir here. It's kind of crazy though, because there is a world as well where you're like, should we just ban Sejuani if we're not going to play it? Because imagine if they go mid Silas here and they have Jax, Sejuani, Silas. That's a top side that sounds very disgusting.
There's not a lot of huge picks that punish, you know, full melee squads super hard anymore because a lot of the stuff is banned. Poppy is going to be banned here, so that's one of them. That would have been excellent into all three of these. And TF.
So they also think that this is most likely a jungle Sylas. So we're going to pick Lucid's pick here, and then give counterpick to Showmaker is the expectation. For BNK, what is Diablo going to play? I like the Zeri ban a lot. Probably just anything that can be aggressive. Like, I would be leaning towards Ezreal, maybe? Zeri ban does come through. Lucid did play that one in the final game, and I think had a good game on it as well. Definitely not really the performances he used to have. I think he started off very slow on Ivern, but got a decently better at it as the game progressed. I think the problem with picking anything, oh my god, I was about to say anything short range into Sylas and Jax is if you do fall behind, it's rough. Gonna be the leap. Pure comfort here for Lucid, but we've seen the pick struggle, and Ezreal I think makes a ton of sense. You are not really punishable by a lot of the roster. That's a very different look. And I like it into Sivir. I don't really like it with this comp. I feel like Smolder does need drafts that kind of cater to him.
Yeah.
I don't really think this is the case. Ezreal
fits better.
Yeah, I think Smolder saving it to Game 5 is also safe in case you do reach that point. But it just, I don't think Smolder gets to play the game against like Leona Lee if you don't have good peel for him and you just don't really, you can go in obviously and create some space that way, but it's quite hit the mark as there is going to be a pick here.
Okay.
For Vikla, and it looks like it will be the Tristana here.
It's blind, so it's hard, you know, you gotta pick something, but this is just 4 threats and Nautilus. So
oh, that is kind of disgusting into this comp.
It's certainly very good into the first 3 picks.
It does also give a good ultimate over to Sylas, but that said, the Miasma is just a nightmare to play into for many members on this team.
Zoe?
Zoe Lee.
Is he doing it?
Zoe Lee!
Doing it! Zoe is back. And this time it's the other guy who is really good at the Zoe. Back when it was super meta and just released and very OP.
Watch it be like, we're like, oh my god, it's so fun, Zoe's back. And within 2 weeks we'll be like, oh god, get it out.
Please,
we know why it was nerfed. No!
Yeah.
So, I love the color theming we have going on here. I do think we're very consistent there. That's fun. For BNK, I think the lanes have to go well. For me, this comp kind of stands and falls. And really for either side, neither of these comps I think will look good when they fall behind. It doesn't really, compared to some of the other comps we've seen, I think have the longevity. I think if you're playing Zoe from behind, your life is miserable. And if you're playing into Zoe, and Zoe's ahead, your life is also miserable, especially if you're playing a short-range composition. Hard engage is really good, though, on either side. So we'll see if DK can use that range advantage. And we might be looking if BNK can make this brawling comp work, and again, play into that team play. The Silver Scrapes here, which would be true to Rise Group Valdez.
I think we gotta have it. It's not exactly what we expected, but also very curious to see how Showmaker's going to make this Zoe work alongside of Lucid's Lee Sin. Lots of comfort here for the side of Dplus Kia. Let's hop on the rip for Game 4.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Game number 4, definitely thought we were going to get here at the start of the day, but after the first couple of games, I was like, oh, I guess maybe it's just a 3-0. But not to be the case. As BNK struck back.
Oh my god.
And Showmaker went Ignite.
There's no spellbook. That's electrocute. So should be obvious which lane DK is going to be playing towards. Makes sense as well. Sivir is obviously, both Sivir and Ezreal really are very self-sufficient AD carries who can just kind of sit in lane. Sivir's wave clear is obviously great. For Ezreal, he just has a lot of range and innate safety. I also do think that in Lucid's case, the Lee should be strong into the Sylas when it comes to both the 1v1 and the early skirmishes. The burst though, particularly towards top side, for BNK I think is very scary. We'll have to see. 1v1 in top going to be a Big difference maker as well is Vikla, especially with Showmaker missing and bone plating. Okay, the fact that he missed that and he still almost wins the trade is kind of insane. I want to highlight though, Vikla, I know you want to be aggressive because you're playing Tristana. Obviously, you want to try and trade and open all-in windows. But you are playing into Ignite. Like, that is something you have to be very careful about. You can't get solo killed.
You think a BNK player would respect Ignite?
Yes.
No.
Vikla, you have been solo killed before. Can't have that happen.
Nah, he's going to send it at all points.
Oh, no, I think you just sit and you chill and you scale. That's all you do.
Just dodge.
Just dodge. He's doing a great job of dodging.
Yeah.
That's 2 for 2. Just dodge. Do not test the all-in into the Ignite Electrocute Zoe. Because 2 kills and the game becomes unplayable, right?
Yeah.
For your team. So you have to be very mindful of that.
Especially with Lee Sin around. I mean, this could go solo queue very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it's Showmaker Lucid, who we know plays so well together. I think it was Ryu who wanted to highlight that this matchup is going to come down to mid-jungle. It feels like in some ways it has.
Yeah.
You know, Diablo hasn't really been the main character of today. He's been more of a passenger, whereas Raptor certainly has been popping off in some big ways. And the difference in mid lane the last time around was very noticeable.
Do have the Ezreal looking good thus far on the patch. Not a high prio pick or anything, but he's just good. Very solid, well-rounded pick as the initial trade obviously goes well, but really nicely done. Gets the full setup as a, Showmaker hasn't picked it in 3 years, but used to be one of our best Zoes. And the early trade's going well. Vikla there because he got the full activation on the E. Got a reset on his jump. Showmaker really, not really supposed to win, I think, this early game, but also wasn't able to hit a lot of those pedals.
Yeah. Meanwhile, top lane, it looks like Clear was taking some aggressive trades, but got out-traded one time against Meganar, and then since then it's been Xiu kind of dominating. Going and missing there. Nar
is also one of those champions for me that doesn't really... Because he has an impressive laning phase, but it does take a little bit of time.
Oh, we're going in. Diablo gonna take a bit of damage, but he is Ezreal, so just kind of hops away. Still, it's winning to Aiming and Barrel, who will continue to push in very heavily in this lane.
Leona, to me, does feel... Oh, he got the cancel with the Ricochet. Does, to me, feel the most unfair out of any of the engaged supports in that you are going Spellbook and Redemption, but just because of Eclipse, you are still so beefy. We see it there, right? Just Barrel getting that Eclipse off as clear as here.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything, but they're going to get the heal away. Suppose that's something. So a bit of a swap coming through. There's a big wave going into the top turret at this point.
Yeah, the timing on the swap is still nice for DK. They got the crash to top, thanks to the setup. But the cancel on Barrel is nice. I don't think there's really any threat here, but on the contrary, Xiu was here already, so I think Clear kind of miscalculating the timing there on the TP.
All right, thinking about forcing it.
I think they don't know where Lucid is, so they can't really commit to that, because I don't think you actually want to take a 2v2. If you take the chains and Lee is there, life's not good. You do end up having a really tough time. I think Lucid looking for a lane gank here.
Oh, spotted.
Let's get spotted. So he's going to take the base. See if Diablo can cancel, but he can't really walk up, so not going to be the case. Let's get the shove here in top, and the early game pretty uneventful. And yeah, I'm really looking towards the early actual fight, right? How is the initial CC from BNK going to come through? Because I think that their composition, really both compositions, I think kind of played like pick comps. DK is a little bit more classic because they have Zoe. But then even BNK, right, it's just identify a single target, and you hit either a chain or a hook or a counter strike, and then you just kind of go on top as clean.
Oh boy, Clear knows. He's just going the opposite way. He's trying to hop up actually away from Lucid, and he will be able to. And now Raptor's here. And Lucid not able to secure the kill for the team.
Yeah, doesn't quite have the 6 yet. That could have been a difference. Also doesn't really want to run into the Silas that I do think they knew was towards bot side of the map. It also doesn't matter too much. Like, this is still going to net Shiyu a good amount of tempo. I imagine that he's also going to be looking towards either getting off some more harass or just playing for poke on the turret. Does have good coverage as well. So this Gnar actually gets to have a lot of fun with the lane. Boat blading means that the trade is still not bad for him. Can he get the final auto? Nope, I'm going to get the proc, but yeah, this doesn't get better for Jax. I think it's the real issue, especially now that Phage is done. Not fun, Valdez.
Yeah, it's kind of bullied out, not even really able to CS under turret, which I think is partially the matchup and partially the way that Clear played it out. And yeah, I mean, he's trying to take trades with Counter-Strike, but eventually he just gets too low and he's going to hold on to that biscuit and just try to back here on the cannon wave. It's a cheeky little ult into mid. Showmaker using that refillable to try to heal up.
Taking a good amount of damage, as might even be a second blade here for Shiyu. The only gold lead that's there. Fickle has been doing well in mid. Tristana also notoriously hard to punish, as I like the little trap that they've set up here. I think DK have a suspicion. They also obviously know that Kellen is towards the top side of the map. I don't think he was spotted there, but Showmaker, chapter done. This is looking to be a 4v4 here. It's all about the burst here. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought we were gonna have fun.
Baited by Grubs.
What, don't you want fun?
No, I mean, I do. It's just, I knew that they were gonna get one and just back away.
Oh, that's boring.
That's the way new Grubs go. That's the way it goes.
No.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Here at the LCK, you get one grub, you just leave. There's no fighting.
You know, it's honest work. You come in, you clock it, you
punch
your grub,
ticket.
yeah, get your grub, and you leave, and you clock out. Back to farming. And it's important to we make a little bit of fun there, but the stakes are insanely high here. Ready for either team. For DK, the momentum in this series will completely shift if you do end up giving up another game, especially with side selection. For BNK, obviously, their tournament lives are on the line.
Okay, good bubble, but this is Tristana, who's able to just essentially buffer and just hop away at the very last moment. So the Tristana certainly has a pretty easy time into the Zoe if you're not behind. This, on the other hand, Shiyu definitely making it clear that he is the better top laner tonight.
Yeah, the 1v1s have been pretty merciless. As this is kind of awkward here, because it's both Shiyu and aiming here together. Barrel's there, as is Raptor. But yeah, someone needs to catch top wave, so I think they're just going to have Shiyu TP from the brush once he gets demolished, is my guess. Because, are we not going to catch top wave?
No. Top wave overrated.
No, he's going to TP. Okay, I guess we don't catch top wave. Okay. He's going to let Asriel do
Who
his
needs
thing.
top wave? Well, it's fine.
No, I think we should...
Just get 10-minute Cloud Drake.
That
it's
wave,
better.
No, that wave matters. Drake is more important, though, so I'm not too bothered with them picking that up. There we go.
Hey,
Okay.
he did it.
So he's still going to miss, what, like 2 creeps probably? Maybe 1. But I got Dragon, so it's fine. I'm not bothered, Feltus.
Just a little bit.
Well,
Slightly bothered.
I do wish we got more action, but
Yeah.
now we...
You said it. The stakes are high. The tension is high.
Yeah.
Both teams don't want to make
And
mistakes.
it's, again, whichever team falls behind is just going to have to lead. Like, any of these champions. Lee from ahead, Zoe from ahead, like, even Gnar from ahead is just an obnoxious
Silas
side lane.
from ahead.
Exactly.
Very
Tristana,
annoying.
It's like, oh, look, I got to lane. Oh, she jumped. Oh, half my health bar is gone. Oh, my weight. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, the turret's already gone here.
Yeah.
What?
And then you're like, you think you win a fight, and then you look on the other end of the map, and you're just hurt. Walk, walk,
Yeah.
walk, walk. Jax is just hammering away. DK is getting the early gold lead, but until I actually see some kills into the imported members, I don't think that means too much. Same for BNK here, as we are just scaling. We're biding our time.
Just roaming around his barrel, seeing what he can see, he's perusing the map.
So the plates are good for DK. The CS is better. Actually, I say that. Isn't, oh,
Okay.
isn't really.
It's a little preview of what we could have happen in this game. Raptor not very tanky.
I guess it is just mid, huh? Interesting. Interesting, fellas.
Yes. We're just hanging out.
Rocket Belt's done. Yeah, they are just kind of dropping a lot of plates here. This gold lead is slowly becoming bigger. Now in this series, as we all know, gold lead is more of a concept than something that impacts the game's barrel.
Is it a legend?
Barrel, you know!
Okay, they're going in, and everybody's here, but Raptor, very squishy, is going to be taken out first. It's now Diablo. Just going to have to hop away, and Kellen in a lot of trouble.
Kellen, no!
Yeah, Kellen, yes. Down he goes, 2-0 to the junglers. Barrel nearly dies. Diablo tried to flash Q that and missed. So now he's down his flash, and DK get the first turret.
Never change Diablo. Everything on the line. You got a flash Q for that. Barrel still had flash as well. Oh no, Felda. But you are Ezreal. I think your E is definitely... your flash isn't nearly as high value.
Yeah.
The real problem is that Lee's now 2-0. And he's going to stat check a lot of your team. Lucid, though, has had some issues with, I think, getting a little bit overexcited on his skirmishy junglers, but I can't believe this works. I feel like it shouldn't. No, I know it's Leona, but like they do just go in 2v3 and it just, they have the burst. Silas doesn't get to play the game, just gets 100-0. And then, yeah, Kellen doesn't really get to do anything.
No.
Aiming also ready to save his body as...
Oh, and guess what? Guess who doesn't have flash? Not sure if it would have mattered, but he gets caught out in the side lane, and that kill this time goes over to Showmaker, and now it's the mid-jungle duo of Dplus Kia, who are very far ahead.
Oh, that's a rough one. Oh, that's Luden's done. Okay, BNK, do not despair. We had a similar situation in the last game. Okay, all we need is just one good pick.
Gold leads are just a legend group concept.
They are, yeah. They're not real. They can't hurt you if you don't let them hurt
you. It's unimportant. We don't even need to think about it. Just have to think about who's playing better, the tempo vibes.
It's still a finicky comp for DK. You know, like someone oversteps, they can get blown up in seconds. There's a lot of CC on BNK. But yeah, this is not the start you want. As we take another look here, Diablo, as you, I think, correctly said, if it doesn't matter if he has flash or not, I think he just always dies here. Once the slow comes through, there's just no way. Lucid still had his flash as well.
There was even a ward behind him.
Yeah, it was just too far up. And unfortunately, Diablo, as I've already highlighted, main character for the whole year. But it's also, he is, I don't know if you haven't seen this yet, the picture of him when he started playing League from like 3-4 years ago.
Wasn't he like 15?
No, he was like
14?
No, this was like 2020, 2021. So he was like 13. I'm just gonna show. The LCK social media manager posted it. I have to show you.
Here we go. This is how it begins. If they get this mid turret, it will just be even more oppressive.
Basically what I'm getting at is this is his highest stakes position he's been in. He's always played on kind of the cusp of what works and what doesn't. And I think that we're starting to see some of those cracks show here. And the team needs him to step it up as well because he's been the best performing member over the year.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's been quite consistent. And got to see if he can step up. He's not that far behind, but certainly making some, you could say, rookie mistakes. And wow. Yeah, he's very young in that photo. Clear is going to be okay.
If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check out the New Blood content that the LCK does. Really good stuff. Showcasing Diablo's journey. And the reason why we're discussing that is because this game thus far, Valdez, is looking rough. TP comes in, but they're already out.
They're so out.
Might be helping them set up for this objective as a but that is
yeah,
not.
There's also redemption. I mean, okay. Just gonna hop away. He's okay. All calculated.
I guess. They can give it this Dragon. DK can. This is still nice, though, for BNK. Really kind of giving up some of the pressure, but they did answer for this with a lot of pressure, right, towards the mid lane in particular.
Another Ocean Soul. It is raining quite a lot today. I guess maybe that's
It has been, actually, yeah. I remember I walked over the bridge near my house, and like the entire thing was flooded. Actually looked very cool.
Doesn't sound very cool.
No, I mean, you know, I am Dutch. I do have to love rain.
You don't have a choice.
I like it.
One of your Dutch passives.
It is, yeah. Yeah, you can't really...
It's just like me with burgers.
I thought you were going to say
burgers.
pizza.
Well, yeah, that too, but that's in New York.
That's from me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A little bit different.
Thanks. I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were from New York, fellas.
Yeah.
Huh.
You just found out now after all these years.
I never know.
Wow.
Took me almost 5 years.
You're really not paying attention
to figure it out. Oh, I never do.
I mean, it's not like we mentioned it every single cast.
I don't really care about whatever my co-caster says. You know, it's all about me.
That's true, and your prediction,
yes.
which could come true if DK wins here.
I'm feeling good right now, but that's usually what happens before the rise group of it all sets in.
That
and I think BNK are just one Otacon play away from equalizing this game. One shutdown, like they get like Lucid and Showmaker, they overextend inside. They get the kill. All of a sudden, it's a free K gold swing.
Showmaker too aggressive with this portal jump.
Oh, perfect.
Gets ulted by Nautilus.
Yes.
And they just, you know,
they
dogpile everybody.
It.
And they get the kill. Lucid tries to get in there to kick to save, but instead he just puts himself in a bad spot.
Yep, I gotta save my butt. No, you don't. Let him go. It's fine.
All right, well, kind of forced to take the fight here is clear. Goes in. Xiu is pushed out. Who's gonna get that pedal though?
Yeah, once Cleaver is done, this matchup I think becomes like truly obnoxious. It's already hard, but I do think Jax now is still like kind of okay. Once Cleaver comes through and the Cleaver stacking is so fast on Gnar, and then you have the hyper procs. It's just a nightmare. I don't know if I would say Fikla dodged all of that. Dodged that though.
Just dodge. Eventually, he's able to hop away.
I don't know if he dodged that or if they missed it. I'm saying dodged, fellas.
Yeah, just dodge.
He did.
He's following the best course of action.
That's an ultimate. We also haven't discussed the fact that Sylas is playing into Zoe, which is true. Like I think that is the worst one. Out of all of I don't know if there is a worse one. Like in League.
Yeah.
I think it might just be Zoe.
Zoe is definitely top 5 worst.
Yeah, it's like it's hard because you can't really think from the top of your head of every single champion that has a battle to steal. I guess like can you steal Mel ult? That would be bad.
Mal ult?
Mel.
Oh, Mel.
Yeah.
I'm like, Maurit's Muse?
No, that's me. Okay, Barrel. Oh,
Do you have an ultimate ability?
Well, according to some, it's pretending caster curses aren't real and does have
You're the best
caster
at
curse.
cursing, yeah, it is true.
They're not real, though, so.
You know, I didn't want to bring it up, but after game 2, you were like, well, I guess it's just a 3-0. You did say that. And here we go. Going in onto Aiming, who is very out of position and might just go down. Gets flashed on and taken out. Raptor lives. And now Barrel might have to pay for the sins of the team as he will go down as well. It's 2 kills in the pocket of BNK.
There we go. Maybe another play to follow through here as well. DK should know that this is happening. Trying to deny Raptor access, but look at the vision control here towards the bot side of the map. And the bot lane struggles for DK Continuous. The poke is hitting, TP's coming in, Lucid's in the area.
The bubble's not going to hit. We got Mega Gnar on timing
so
though.
Low. They will all get one-tapped, and Lucid should have an advantage here if he can get the Q off.
Q is used, but they're not putting in the damage just yet. Lucid in range, Kellen hooking the wall, and Lucid's right here. The dash! Oh, he's going to miss! And the dash gets him away. Lucid outplaying and breaking their ankles, as this one will go into the hands of Dplus Kia.
They don't need a bot lane! As Lucid, Showmaker, and Xiu say no to the attempted turnaround of this series from BNK. Starts off with a really nice TP to come through. A double TP, great play on the ward there. They're able to take down Aiming immediately. You know, and they actually get to play their melee comp.
Raptor actually flash smited the spell shield so that his stolen Leona ult hit aiming. Can't even blame aiming for that.
Very clean. Okay, Lucid goes in, right? Watch this dash. Dashes away out of the ultimate. Hits the Q. Sunder Sky obviously doing some insane things there, but that was the turning point possibly for BNK. Could have been a kill, a second kill on Otacon, a gold swing, but instead DK up to a commanding lead now.
And at this point, it's getting there. It's getting...
Chronicler's gonna start gloating about his prediction any second.
Oh no, please. You do it so much already.
It really is one of those things where if you're a viewer that watches like only playoffs, you'll be like, yeah, Chronicler never shuts up about them.
Because you're playing into the meme, they're like...
Just believe it.
Yeah.
Who started the meme? Like, this has been going on for years. I don't even remember. Was it Wolf? Was it Max?
I always just assume it's Ox, but I think
no, this was there
came
before.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first instinct though was like it was Ox, 100%, but like no, it wasn't.
It's always Ox.
I don't know who it was.
I don't know. I don't know when it began. Because at first I fought it, and then at some point I was like, well,
we'll never know.
I guess I can't. Maybe a Twitch chatter knows. Someone out there.
They need a clip though.
The first time.
All right, IE completed for Vikla. Do they have a chance to come back in this game?
Yeah, remember what I said earlier about Zoe, how she's notoriously, like, when you're behind, the type of champion where you just don't really get to play the game?
But when you're ahead,
you are having a great... If you're Zoe, you are having a great time. Yeah.
Lucid will take these fights 100 out of 100 times.
As is Cleaver done, so does Shiu now. Gonna be an even bigger threat in the side lane.
Ooh. Oh. I mean, Raptor's on his game. He did die early on, but you know he's a level 8 Silas at that time.
Oh yeah, I love this. Bring out the death brush. No one's catching a wave though. They haven't been catching the top waves. I swear. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna be. They invited them to the party, but they're not showing up. They're just sitting there with the cake.
Party's done. Party's over.
Oh, I can't.
Gotta get back.
That. It's too sad.
Go home. Go home. Well, they're just gonna keep their Tristana top. And keep in mind, this is without Baron. They're just pushing mid and bot at the same time. Gnarl's stolen, but no angles to use it.
Oh, Veldis, it's so sad.
And eventually, I mean, yeah, you gotta try to get some engage off. But Kellen, he's just gonna be isolated up against the wall and the bubble, and he will have to flash away. That is Raptor, of course. Kellen goes in and just dies. Looks like DK might just have it. That damage is insane from the Zoe. So we might be seeing more of this as playoffs comes along, as Clear is actually gonna help Diablo get the kill. Still a chance, I suppose, but not looking very good. Dplus Kia backing away and playing it safe from 7,000 gold ahead.
And that's just going to be 2 inhibs taken out, meaning that Baron should be certain. You just can't vision. You can't check. There's just no way to regain any vision against this composition. And we kind of knew we would know who was going to take control of this game, but DK is really pushing as much as they can here. As I actually like this. Very aggressive on Raptor so he doesn't get a good ult angle. And then there, the attempt from Kellen. I actually like it. He's trying to get aiming, right? If he gets the hook on the aiming, I don't think the follow-up would have been there, but they can see the angle. You're in a moment of desperation. Maybe Vikla can get on top of the Sivir, but he hooked Shiu. And Shiu isn't really that bothered, even as Mininar. Beryl definitely is Beryl. As oh, Diablo, you're such a gamer, man.
Yep.
Just arcane shifting in front of his body, but Beryl can just go in on anything now.
Yeah, he is that tanky. And the bubble's gonna land. The Q is absolutely gonna paddle him in the face as in he goes. Lucid not quite able to get the angle though with the kick. Kicks Diablo away, follows the Q, is very much alone as the Battlestar is going to miss as well. And down will go Lucid. Beryl extremely low himself. Vikla just hopping away. Diablo gonna get exhausted. They're thinking about it. The flash on in and the auto from the side of Showmaker gets the kill. Make it 2. as Kellen make it 3. DK may have just done it as Raptor is going to be zoned out of this one, and it looks like they might just look for the Baron.
I think they have to go top. I don't actually think they can do an Ashe, because they don't have Lucid yet. They could start it up though, but the health bars are kind of low. Showmaker's still looking, so I think they get top turret into base, into just doing the Nash. Might provide an opportunity here for BNK though to at least regain some composure. And as long as the Nexus is not down, BNK is in this series, okay? This is still Rise Group. Yeah, DK,
they have double A to carry, you know?
Definitely starting to show some of those classic DK traits as they get a ginormous chunk onto Raptor. But Lucid has been, I think, very aggressive here today. Really nicely done by Diablo there. Good timing on the flash to ensure that he gets kicked out. Then Lucid takes that play. Funnily enough, if he kills Raptor there, like maybe between Triumph and another Sundered Skybrock, he's fine. But instead, he just ends up going down. Vigla distracts a lot of people, does a good job there. But Diablo doesn't have his sum, so Showmaker does just kind of blow him up. But because the inhibs are already down, there isn't really anything to play for DK. I do imagine that they're going to play towards Baron next. We'll have to see. This Dragon, though, is a no-brainer. But, you know, if the gold lead stays at this time, around this space, and I think the real issue is they can't afford to give up Nash. When you're getting sieged by Zoe Sivir and they have Nash, you just, with your composition especially.
Just hit that FF.
Yeah, it's not fun. But they also can't walk up, because I want you to look at their vision.
Well, they saw it with the Ezreal.
They will know, but will it matter? This has got to be the Hail Mary.
I mean, they're
tournament lives on the line here.
They're just gonna try to send it. Bubble walked over by Kellen. Raptors running in, and DK, they're playing it safe. They're hopping away. The bubble gonna hit Diablo, and the follow-up is there for Showmaker. The one-shot gets the Ezreal, but now Showmaker is very out of position, but they get the Tristana as well, and I think that should just be enough. Down goes Kellen, and down goes Clear. Eventually, there it is. Kill goes over to Shiu, and that will be Dplus Kia moving on to the next round of the Gauntlet.
And the rematch between DK and T1 is on. It was a 5-game banger. We were hoping for one today. But despite that resurgence in Game 4, this is where BNK, their season ends. No shot at an LCK title. No shot at making Worlds. It's DK. 3-1 victory here today.